Welcome back, everybody, to the Cirque Show 24/7. This is episode 10 of Arrow, entitled Left Behind. So let's get right into it. All right, guys. Now, this is like a big episode for Arrow, but this is actually a big episode for the Cirque Show 24/7. Introducing the brand new co-host that I've been gushing about for like the past like 3 videos. And without any further introductions, this is Claude. Say hello.
Hi, how are you guys? And this
Okay,
is Robert.
that's Robert. Yeah, Robert is part of the family now. But yeah, let's just like dive right into this episode. First of all, what did you think about episode 10 of season 3 of Arrow, Left Behind? What was your initial reactions to this episode?
In the beginning, like the main story, I thought it was just a lot of more for character building for each character. Didn't see too much like content as far as going ahead with the main story. It was good though because they did focus a lot more into the. For me, it was favorable because of that. But of course, I would have more on what happened to all of it. More excited. But overall, I think I'm pleased with it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I did too. I liked this episode. They had a few things that I personally wanted it to happen or wanted a certain direction because, like I said, when we last left off, Oliver, he actually died. Ra's al Ghul beat him in the duel. He got kicked over in a mountain. He's dead. He's dead. What I wanted to happen to come back uh, going into Arrow, I wanted it to be kind of a time jump. Just like maybe a year after Oliver's death, and then pick up like what's Diggle doing, what's Felicity doing, what's Roy doing, and how they're maintaining this situation now that Oliver's dead. But what we got is like 3 days has passed and everybody's freaking out and stuff, and then you have like this just too big of a progression. And a forced progression where now we have like Black Canary, now Laurel's Black Canary and stuff like that, and that's what kind of threw me off in this episode. What you think about stuff like that?
No, that I have to make a point. I did not like that they completely threw her into the suit. And especially she actually got some action, and it seemed like she actually did pretty good. I didn't like that because and I'm going against the current here because everybody, like from what I've heard, they don't like Laurel. Personally, I do like Laurel. I understand that the character building for her is quite slow, and people get a little bit they don't like that. They don't like, especially in season 2 where she was just crying, and it was not a pleasing character to like. But with this episode, I like her, I do. But this episode, I just feel like it was so rushed for her to go into her suit, and it just felt like it was, especially when everything was laid out there.
Hmm.
She was just like, oh, okay, I'll do it. I don't know. I just felt like it was so rushed, and she definitely needed I mean, like how many boxing things has she done like a
Yeah,
couple
yeah, about like a
sessions and
week's worth. Yeah, see,
yeah, and it's like I'm gonna fight now. It's like, dude, Sarah has gone through so much, and so has Oliver, and all of a sudden she's gonna be in the same level. I mean, they're not. She's not gonna be in the same level, but too rushed.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And like I said, like I have I've dealt with the fact that okay, Sarah's dead and Laurel's going to take over the mantle. I've dealt with that, but they're they're forcing it and they're shoehorning it in a way that it makes me not like her even more because yeah, she's had a few boxing classes, and just now that now she wants to be Black Canary. She sees all the stuff later. She sees the wig on the table, like the canary cry and all this, that, and the third. Now she wants to be Black Canary. I'm like, okay, if this, like I said, I think this episode would have benefited if it was like a time jump, if it was like a year later after Oliver's defeat. Like if she was established as Black Canary after a year has passed, then I could have went along with it. But it's only been 3 days. You know what I mean? They say it like a whole bunch of times in this episode. It's only been 3 days since Oliver's missing, and everybody's freaking out, and that's where you lose me in this episode, and that's where I think they rushed it, because I'm on like Facebook all the time, and I watch the Facebook tweets and or Facebook post on the Arrows channel, and they said like, "Oh, Oliver's not going to be in these episodes in like 3 episodes," and we see him. I understand the flashbacks, but I didn't want to see him. Like I don't want to see him in present day already dead. Just these 3 episodes, just have it established that Oliver, he's dead. We don't know where he's at. You can give me flashbacks, but don't give me present day like dead Oliver, because it takes the suspense out, and it feels
It
like it's
does.
cheap. You see what I'm saying? Like you did it so great in the last episode where you killed them off. You killed off your main character. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him right now. I know obviously I know he's coming back because it's his show, but if you're gonna take that big jump in the last episode, and if you're gonna have the balls to kill him off, don't show me right now. Give me a few episodes. Let me say, oh, he's actually dead. And this show is now about people who loved him, like moving on and how they're dealing with his death. Show me that. Don't show me him getting dragged in the snow and stuff like that yet. Give me that in the 4th episode back. You see what I'm saying? That's what kind of lost me in these episodes. What do you think
No,
about stuff like that?
I get that. I get waiting and having that suspension,
Yeah.
and you thinking to yourself, going with different theories, like how could he come back? Um, I wouldn't mind having a little glimpse of Oliver. I think it was too much in one episode, especially the beginning of it.
Yeah.
After he's been killed off, I would have liked maybe at the end, like a little, like just like a little teaser, like just a tease of like, oh, somebody got his body or something like that. But I mean, I don't mind. He's still technically not alive. I think the second episode, and I mean the next episode, they're gonna do something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but I did like, I'm not gonna lie, I did like his flashbacks, and it it was kind of a bit of a downer, a kill to just to see all that and being like, okay, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
There's
That's
nothing
what
to it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what, like I said, that's what took me out of it just a little bit. I do like the fact that that Maseo was the one to get him, to recover his body and take him back to his wife Tatsu. I'm glad that she's alive. But like I said, you could have saved that for like the 3rd episode back. But that's just me ranting a little bit. What do you think about the whole role with Diggle and stuff? I don't know what that
Oh,
beeping is. I don't know if that's
I
me or not.
love the little scenes with Diggle, like in the suit, and he's
Yeah,
like it's a little bit too tight. I definitely like that. Yeah, he wasn't able to fit Oliver's
yeah.
spot. Love that. As far as for Roy, I do like his independency. I'm liking that. And excuse if you could hear that. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, it's
You
cool.
can't?
Keep going. Don't
Oh,
worry about it.
anyways,
Don't worry about it.
like that. Felicity, I do like that she's definitely being affected by it and trying to stop Adam because of it.
Mm,
Adam is being amazing right now. Oh, it will give a shout out to Merlin. I love Merlin. I
yeah,
really do this episode. He's he's technically being good, and I mean, not he's being a little bit of deceiving, but he's being honest.
yeah.
So I definitely like him. And what I'm questioning is about Thea. Like, when is she going to find out? That's what I'm curious about for next episode. And is she really going to leave Starling City without asking? I mean, wondering for herself. She did want independency, but I hope that she does question Merlin's actions. That's
Yeah, I
what
do
I'm hoping
too.
for next
I
episode.
really do too. I think yeah, Thea and Malcolm they have like this real interesting thing right now, because Merlin's whole thing was, okay, I'm going to send Oliver to kill Roz to get the bounty off my head. Now that Oliver's dead, he's screwed, so he needs to leave. So I want to see if Roz is going to figure that out and like come after him and Thea. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited to see that take place, and like the outcome and the repercussions that leads to Merlin trying to get Roz killed by Oliver. So that's going to be a cool little tidbit of story to unfold throughout the rest of this season. Um, did you have anything else that you liked or disliked about this episode? Any like other negatives or any positives that you liked about this episode that you have?
Well, the positives, I mean, I'm always for the, when you go back to the past, a little flashbacks.
Yeah,
I think one that I really did enjoy is showing Oliver kind of fell. Like, I mean, they've shown his failures and him trying again. The whole window thing was awesome, but what I really did like is his little like Batman move where he put the GPS on the guy.
Yeah, that was really
Loved it.
good. Yeah.
I love that moment because you could see him actually thinking for himself and going against the grain, going against what's her name?
Who? Oh, Amanda
Like
Waller?
Manda, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
So that was definitely enjoyable. The only thing I really just disliked was how pushy Black Canary. They put Black Canary. They really want her. I get it, and I'm willing to wait. For me, it was just way too fast.
Yeah, it was too fast. It was too fast. But I
And
mean, I understand it's a TV show. I get it. But for me, since Laura is this character where it's so just split down the middle, where you people hate her and or people
or
like her,
yeah,
and it's more people that dislike her than like her. So
there is
I
a
felt
lot
like,
more.
yeah, I just feel like they need to be very careful with her character and not rush it too much. So I felt like they rushed it, just a little bit too fast. But I understand it's a TV show; they got to kind of move the story along. But you could have did this, like I said, this episode. I would have loved the Laurel being Canary if this episode was a year later. That's all. If it would have said previously on Arrow, it showed all what happened, Oliver died, and it says 1 year later, Laura being Black Canary makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense now.
I would like to add though, I did like the part when she goes into the cave, well, not, well, into the
Yeah,
arrow
the
cave,
Arrow cave. Yeah,
and yeah, and she talks to Felicity, saying being that positive voice, saying he's gonna be all right because in the comics, a lot of people try to the shipping thing, a lot of people
yeah,
try to sell them together, but Black Canary and Green Arrow are two individuals that go on and off, but they're two individuals. They're never sold together. They're always
yeah.
sold separate. So I did like that she's establishing her own independency. That's why I do like her character, and I guess that's why I'm having a still like a positive outlook towards her.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna get her ass kicked. Hopefully, I mean she has to. She can't just be
Yeah, she can be like the
I'm this
badass.
good now. But yeah, I mean I just say just keep waiting and see.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's cool. And yeah, my last like little bit of this episode, I do love that they focus more on like the team aspect, with Diggle, with Roy, with Felicity, and how they're like going about everything and how they're dealing with the fact that Oliver's gone. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed like Felicity really being heartbroken over this situation and really trying to talk sense into Diggle and Roy and everybody and Ray, because she's formed this relationship with Ray, and he's just become one of my favorite characters of the show. Her to kind of talk to Ray is like, yo, I understand that you want to do this for your wife and stuff, but I don't want to see like somebody I care about die again. And having Ray like saying, "Yo, you can't really tell me what to do and stuff." Having him kind of stand up for his cause and what he believes in was a great moment, a great character moment. So overall, I had things I disliked about this episode, but it was a lot of good things that came out of it. So, what do you guys think about this episode? Please comment below. Let us know, guys. Next week, we're going to try to do a live show if we can get this thing together because you guys should know that it took us a while to get this video, but we got it up for you guys. But we're gonna try to do a live show with Claude, so you can get to know her a little bit. You can ask her questions. You can ask me questions if you want to. But it's mostly to get to know the new co-host and what she likes, what she dislikes, what's her favorite superhero, and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to do that. What was it, Thursday? We said.
next Thursday, yes.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
Thursday. We haven't figured out a time yet. We will do another video, but I want to thank my co-host Claude. Do you have anything else to say before we sign out?
No, I think I said everything I need to say about this episode. I'm just waiting for the next one.
Yeah,
And
and
that's it.
hey, good job on your first. This is our first YouTube video, guys. So,
Yay.
and
Well,
I think you did good.
technically, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like her first real big one, I guess. But
Yeah.
I think you did a good job. So,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. This is the Search Show 24/7. Be easy, and we will see you soon, guys. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.